Alright folks, so doing this video, which is going to be fairly quick. It's going to talk about our plans for our garden. Let me get this out of the way. That's kind of, okay, that's better. Sorry about that. Anyhow, this video is going to talk about what we're going to hope to do for next year. You know, Noelle did a video talking about her desire to have a food forest. Now, and of course, this is on our Patreon, so you have to actually be a member to see it. But it's kind of funny. I mean, it's cute, but what happened was I got on YouTube and I got into this whole thing of, you know, you go down that rabbit hole, you watch a video, then it leads to the next video, and then the next. And you're not intending on watching it, but somehow it suggested the video, so you watch it. Well, there was this individual that does food forest, and so I saw that and I thought she should see it. Well, after seeing like the first 2 minutes, she was just like, her mouth was open. She was excited about it. But I have to keep telling her that we don't have the land to do that, right? Like, yeah, we could, but at the same time, we have a lot of stuff that would get in the way. Sure, you could possibly do it in certain areas that we have, but the scale that Noelle wants is not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I did a video, and I don't know if I've actually uploaded it yet, but it will be soon, about what our future plans are within the next 5 years. Now, Noelle would like for that to happen tomorrow, but I'm like, it depends. I'm on the fence, right? Part of me wants to, within the next 5 years, sell this property and then go find some land out in the country, and it would be a lot of land. A lot. So we're talking 15 acres. I mean, I am a very private person, so the more distance and space I can get from my neighbor would be the best for me. I didn't realize I was that private of a person until I got older, you know, but either I have to be right in the middle of it all, and if it's just Noelle and I, that's cool. So living right in the middle of downtown Tacoma or Seattle, that's fine. If it was Noelle and I, perfect. But since it's us and the kids, I'd rather have so much distance that people would not even know where their next door neighbor is. That's just me, personally. And it's something that I'm used to. I spent most of my life growing up that way, actually. You know, my mom has a farm. So, you know, I'm kind of used to that. Well, Noelle would actually, and I told her, I said 15 acres. And that's some serious land. Like, you can't really farm all of that. I mean, you could, but she wouldn't be able to do that. But anyhow, that's kind of what the idea is. In the future, we may end up selling this and buying someplace else. Now, and that means we would sell our home in New Mexico and all of that. But it depends. It depends. If Tacoma, and that's why I'm giving it 5 years. If Tacoma develops very, very fast, and there's a lot of things down the road that looks really highly desirable to the point of where you don't want to sell because you don't want to be away from the fun and the excitement of the city, then that may change things. But today, if today was 5 years from now, I'd be like, all right, let's sell. Why 5 years? Because I'm holding out for more money. This is going to be real. Holding out for more money, and as the values go up, if it hits a certain point, like if it hit that point tomorrow, a certain point, I'd be like, all right, cool, I'm good. But I probably think that within the next 5 years, it will hit that point, and then at that point, I'd be like, all right, let's go. Let's go. It would be cool. Before I get too much farther in this video, I want to thank the folks that are on our Patreon. We really do appreciate that. You don't realize how important it is to us. One, only because it's not the money, because it's a small amount, but it's basically just folks saying that we believe in you. And that is really, really cool, and that we care about, that you care about us, which is really cool because, again, getting better equipment is just by far better. Our videos are limited in size because of the simple fact that we have to rely on phones. And they're limited on quality because of the phones as well, as you know. But with that said, we already have another patron. Travis PNW is what they go by. Really do appreciate it. Some of the previous folks, River Mutsu was our first. We have author Janavir. We have Sean Knapp. And now we have Travis PNW. So Travis, your name will show up here. Really do appreciate that. You guys don't understand what you're doing. It really motivates us. It makes us want to do much more in terms of videos. There's several podcasts that are actually lined up, and they're being processed right now. I'm processing a podcast that will be going up, which is pretty interesting. And it talks about what Washington is famous for, similar to what Colorado's famous for. And pretty much where that tax money should go, in my opinion. But anyway, back to this. So yeah, the idea of having a food forest, it sounds great, but given our limited amount of land and at least having the kids the ability to play, I just don't really see that happening. I think some of the techniques, yeah, that they were doing, I think that's pretty interesting and it taught us a lot. But I think that given our limited space, we just can't really do everything that we really want to do. Some folks were asking, do we have any sort of winter crops? We said no, but I think probably next weekend, we're going to be spending some time outside and doing some of the things that some of these individuals were saying, and possibly going forward doing that. Noelle would like it to be where she could just retire and literally just have a homestead. It's possible, but again, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of dedication, and yeah, what I'm hoping for, and people have asked, like if we were to sell one day and move in this hypothetical situation, it would still be in Washington State. I mean, let's just be real, it's going to be in Washington State. It would be close to either Seattle or Tacoma. I mean, I'm not going to move so far off to the west to where it's basically the shore. Properties are fairly cheap there compared to here, but there's nothing to do. And going to the beach would be kind of boring all the time. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing happening over there except for the beach. So it'd be close enough to where we could get to either Seattle or Tacoma. I mean, a special trip or whatever. And there's places not far away where you can get land like that. 15 acres, 20 acres, whatever, 75 acres. There's places that are relatively close where you can actually get land that size. But what we're looking at is, and the way I look at it too is, I want the kids to be able to discover, find little creeks. There's a lot of places here where you see streams and waterways, and some of the properties that are for sale have that. So I think it'd be great for the kids to be able to explore, have their own actual forest. And then Noelle will have enough land to where she can grow whatever she wants. Right now she's limited because she wants to grow a lot of things we just can't grow. That's why with our neighbor, they have a bigger piece of land. And so she was growing pumpkins on it and stuff like that. We could do that here, but she was concerned it would just bind too much. But there's an area that would be perfect for that. So yeah, I see her passion, and in the video it's kind of funny because she's like, I gotta go do a video right now and I'm gonna put it on Patreon. I said, that's cool. And so we had literally watched hours of YouTube videos on it. If I told you how many hours of YouTube I watch a day, you guys would be shocked. In the middle of working and everything else, I have YouTube playing. So a lot of times I hear stuff and I'm like, oh, that's cool, and I'll look up and watch. But if you know how much I watch YouTube on a given day, it's more than what I watch in terms of TV or anything else, by far. But anyhow, hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday here. It's a little bit sprinkly this time of year. Weather's kind of, it gets a little cold, it gets drizzly, and this is what people know this area about is in terms of rain. So this time of year it happens. Tomorrow we meet up with some of our friends. They used to be subscribers, I guess they still are, I don't know, but we consider them friends now. So we meet up with them tomorrow. That should be interesting. We're gonna have some Korean barbecue, so Noelle's definitely looking forward to that. I'm still a little sick, but when food's involved, I can get over it. So anyhow, I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Until next time, I will see you. Take care.